and the Leuchtturm has not a very pleasant paper for writing with a fountain pen. Notepads for the rest of my life easily. Hello and welcome to the Digital Pragmatism podcast with Gosia.
Hello.
And Jerzy. It's me, Jerzy. And we're gonna talk today about notepads and specifically about how paper notes can change your life. And this is not a clickbaity title. It is not something that ChatGPT version 4 has advised us to add as a title today. This is really how I at least feel about paper note-taking. How about you, Gosia?
So taking notes on paper really makes me feel more confident about what I want to do.
Confident. This is very, very interesting. Confident. This is something that calms me.
Mm-hmm.
I could basically rewrite my notes 3 or 4 times just in order to, because I enjoy the process. Is it also for you, or just it gives you confidence, as you said?
It gives me confidence, and it's more likely that I will do what I planned.
So it's more likely if you note it on paper than if you note it inside of an application, an electronic device that was imagined in Silicon Valley so that you are more productive?
Well, applications are a different kind of taking notes, I would say, and they are also very good in reminding me about things that are happening once a year and each year, like, insurance or something like that.
Yes.
But it's very good to start a day with writing down what I will do this day. I know that you advised me to do it the day before.
Yeah. Do you know why? Because you will be more ambitious the day before, and you will be less prone to procrastinate and less prone to say, no, it's too difficult, I will not do it.
Maybe. Well, I like this moment when I can just write down on paper. It's some kind of, connection between my brain and task on paper.
How many tasks per day are you noting?
Maybe 4.
Yeah, it's a good number. I think 4 is okay. My advice to myself, but also to people who are curious, is to have 4 tasks, prioritize. So you start by the more important and the one that will give you the more advancement on your projects, or the one that will make you reach your goals the fastest, I would say. Those 4 tasks, it can't be meetings. So it's 4 tasks and then eventually 2 or 3 meetings, and it's absolutely enough for each day. There is a method that's it's called Ivy Lee method because the guy who invented it was called Ivy Lee, and he was advising some kind of an oil guru in the United States, and he basically flipped around the productivity of every worker inside of this oil company, because he advised to note each day 6 tasks. And then if you don't do those 6, to prioritize them, so to start by the most important and end by the less important. And then if you don't make all those 6 tasks in a day, those that were left are the most prioritized the next day. So if there is 2 left, you just note them again the morning after, but they are at the top of the list. So you have to act on them first. And it completely transformed how they worked. Maybe you are thinking, hey, 6, it's not enough. It's enough. The more tasks you will have on your notepad or in your side of your application, actually, the less you will do them, because you will feel overwhelmed, and that will be it. Okay, so this is for planning your day. Are you using also your paper notepad to make some kind of a journal, or to note your feelings, or to be grateful, or something like that, or it's just for tasks?
So this year I started to use a bullet journal that you gave me.
It was a present from me, yes.
And I started to note my feelings and my thoughts, but I'm not very regular on that.
It's okay. You don't have to be regular. It's cool that you are having both journaling and also tasks, because I think that this is a big advantage of the bullet journal method in general, that you can do both inside of one notepad, and the longer you are doing it, actually, the more substance for thinking about yourself you will have. Okay, so how do you feel about the bullet journal? Do you like the method?
I like the method, although I'm still learning it. I really like this idea to have a possibility to see a month, whole month, in a vertical way.
Yeah, this is cool.
Like, immediately I can see the most important things, appointments that.
So you're using actually the monthly calendar. This is cool, because I am not using it at all.
And this is something that I like very much.
Okay. I am rather a weekly planner guy. So
this is great.
Gosia is a monthly calendar
because
person.
You can choose.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
but you can.
Use
I am also using a bullet journal, but I have switched from the Leuchtturm that Gosia is using. The Leuchtturm is the original one, but I have switched to a Rhodia one, because I'm back to using a fountain pen actually, and the Leuchtturm has not a very pleasant paper for writing with a fountain pen, and Rhodia is the best paper for fountain pens in my opinion, and so I have switched notepads, but actually it's also a bullet journal just made by Rhodia. What kind of note-taking system does Jerzy have? Jerzy does not have a kind of defined note-taking system. I'm using a bullet journal, or rather maybe I will tell my story. Because I have contemplated and tested, I think, pretty much all kinds of notepads that exist in the world during the last 6 years, I would say. And in our room upstairs, there is, I would say, notepads for the rest of my life easily. Even I think that for the rest of Gosia's life, and maybe our daughters also. We have all kinds of notebooks in various types and in various copies also. So it's not one copy, but I'm having, for example, 20 of those. Those are the Clairefontaine Flying Spirit notebooks. Those are really cool because they are flat, and you have also the possibility to mark pages inside because there is a flap here. And so it's my preferred pocket notebook. It's an A6, but more narrow than normal A6. And I have 20 of those because those are cool. And those are having the same kind of paper that Rhodia has, because Rhodia and Clairefontaine are the same company actually, and they use the same kind of paper, so those are fountain pen friendly. So I don't have a system. I have started my year by stating that I have a system, but I actually changed it since because it did not work very well. Right now consists of having a pocket notepad because I want to be able to note ideas inside, but I don't note tasks at all. I'm just noting ideas, maybe things that I want to remember. If there is a task to be remembered, I will note it inside, but I will then copy it to my bigger notepad, because I have come to the same conclusion as Gosia, that I want to have my notes and my journal and my tasks inside of the same notepad actually, and so this is too small. This is okay for a day-to-day ideation, but this is too small to have everything inside. But my story is that I have tested a lot of different pocket notepads. I have settled on the Clairefontaine Flying Spirit, but I have used before this one, and this one is Korean. And let me check the name. It's Live Work, Life and Pieces A6, or small size. And this one is pretty cool because it's not dated. You can date it yourself. I will record actually some B-roll about this, and I will show you in close-up how the pages look. And so you have the possibility to date it yourself, so you can start at any moment in the year. And it has also hours from 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. So basically one day without some hours for your sleep. And you can time block using this calendar. So you can basically note how much time you will spend on doing tasks. And I have started my year by doing time blocking like that on paper, and I have stopped because it did not work for me, because I'm working in such an environment that I'm changing my plans very often. And since I'm forced to change my plans, I don't want to have it on paper because I have to cross things off, and it's a mess, and I don't like to have my notes look like a mess. Do you like it? Not so much.
Not so much, no.
But is it because you don't want to think how much time you will spend, or you don't know how much time you will spend on a task?
Well, I don't know how much time I will spend, so it's not, and it's not so important.
It's not so important. No. So this one is Live Work. This one is cool also, but it's not fountain pen friendly. This one is called Stalogy. It's a Japanese one with Tomoe River paper, and the Tomoe River paper is actually cool because it's very, very thin. And so if it's very, very thin, you have all your year inside. It's 365 pages. And so you can pretty much treat it as one page per day. And it also, if you look closely, it has hours here in gray. So you can plan your meetings. And it has also in gray the days of the month. Mm-hmm. So you can quickly note which day of the month you are right now. People who use Mitsubishi or Pentel writing tools like those because they are pretty much gel pen friendly, but and they allow also for keeping a whole year of notes or of plans. And it's not so big actually. It's a true A6. So, but my actual system consists of this small pocket notebook for ideation. And then I am using this Rhodia one, which is it's called Goal Book, but it's a bullet journal like the Gosia's Leuchtturm, but using the Rhodia Clairefontaine paper, which is thicker. It's fountain pen friendly. It's my pen here. And
do you have stickers inside?
No, I don't use the stickers actually, because this one, the stickers are Leuchtturm invented. This one has, you see, the contents here, and then this is the monthly calendar you like, so you can basically note it. And this is a monthly one, but to note things that you will plan in the future. So you don't have the stickers, it's just printed here. Another cool and interesting one, it's a Japanese Tomoe River also equipped, which is called Hobonichi. And this one is cool because it has also one page per day of the year, and it has also the Gosia preferred monthly calendar, so you can basically, and weekly also. This one is weekly, but there is a monthly one also here. So you can pretty much plan as you like it, and there is daily pages. And daily pages have a place for tasks, for meetings with hours, but also has a lot of space for noting, journaling, etc. But it is not fountain pen friendly, so I don't use it. Gosia, do you like it? See, it's very, very thin paper.
No, I don't like it.
It's too technical.
Yes.
This is what I thought. This one is also a live work, but A5. So you can have pretty much the same time blocking calendar, but you see 4 days at a time. So it's more appealing for me because I like to see my week. And it has also a weekly review. Happiness, productivity, satisfaction. You can decide
it's very
what was good, what was bad, what you plan for next week, your notes. And the start of the week is also interesting because you can plan daily tasks. So I was noting when I actually started my year with this one, and I was noting running, whether I was running daily or not, vlogging, those things I like to be doing every day. And this one is the last one I have to show you. It is
Archer and Olive.
Archer and Olive, yeah. Look, Archer and Olive. And this one is pretty special because it has a traveler's size, so it's like A5 but narrower. And it has a very, very heavy paper. It's the heaviest of them all. It's like pretty much cardboard. And so it is fountain pen friendly, and it's also friendly to anything else. You can pretty much make drawings with paint on it, and it will withstand this without any problem. I was using this one earlier, 2 years ago, but since I have stopped because I don't really like the size. It's cool because it's tall, so you can note a lot of things, but it's too narrow for me. But I was trying, I like the fact that it lays flat. I like notepads that lay flat. At the time, I was not interested so much in making journaling notes, so I was not needing the size, the line length. And now I prefer to have an A5, actually. And what is your system, Gosia? It's just bullet journaling, or do you have some modifications?
No, it's just bullet journaling. And I like Archer and Olive a lot.
Yeah, because those are beautiful notepads.
Beautiful notebooks with a very nice paper and elegant cover. So
yeah, the covers are nice, but because they are in the same style with just the design that changes and the color that changes, but they are not doing crazy things. They are just iterating a little bit each time. So it's nice, it's clean, it's minimalistic. We like Archer and Olive.
We were supposed to talk about minimal news.
Yeah, minimal news, okay. Gosia, thank you for reminding me. What happened last week, even if you are off social media?
Okay, so it was from you, as usual.
The bank?
Yes, about the Silicon Valley Bank.
Yeah, but this is the news. Silicon Valley Bank collapsed, and several other banks also, because it's always like a domino if one bank collapses. The story is pretty interesting because it shows you that you cannot have trust in anything in today's world, basically, besides maybe Bitcoin. Because it was the 7th largest bank in the US, and basically they have completely mismanaged the length of their investments in relation to the amount of money they had liquid to pay their customers. From my perspective, it was a very basic error. How do you see it, Gosia?
Well, yes. When I'm thinking about it, well, it's really strange that it happened. And
also, I think that there were news that the Fed actually knew that something was going on in November last year. So if you have some kind of spare money, maybe it's better to buy Bitcoin and keep it off exchanges. What happened in our family? Not so much.
Not so much. So
I was too busy myself, and I'm not happy with that because it was work related and I don't like it if I'm too busy work related.
I was doing some allergy tests for our daughter.
with our small daughter, yeah.
And once again about the weather. So the spring is coming.
Yeah, it's here
already with butterflies.
Yeah, children are playing outside. This is cool.
Yes, since
we like
early morning, so it's great.
That's it. Just go visit our website, www.digitalpragmatism.com, and leave a comment there. Thank you very much.
Thank you.